So because $event has some drawback, so Angular gives one more functionality to access a data of any HTML tag. So that is what we call it as a template reference variable. Template reference variable. Okay. So template reference variable overcome this all drawbacks of $event. Template reference, what exactly template reference variable gives? What is the use? It gives you the DOM element information. DOM element information. Okay. If you want input box and on a button click, you have to access that HTML element in your component file. Now it can be possible with the help of template reference variable. Okay, it gives a DOM element information to your component file. Again, template reference variable, you can change or manipulate its behavior of HTML element. Okay, you can manipulate its behavior of, sorry, you can manipulate the behavior of HTML element. That can be possible with the help of template reference variable. And template reference variable is a major use in your Angular application. Wherever we require to access a HTML element or a reference, in that case, we use a template reference variable. There is no any other external usage. Okay, it's a very most widely used in template reference variable in Angular. So how we can apply that? See here, I just use for example, I use an input tag. Okay, on that input tag, just mention here placeholder, enter the name. Okay, enter the name. On the basis of button click, I have to access the input box data. Means end user enter something data in that input box, and I have to access that end user data to your component file and process some logic on that data. Then we use a template reference variable. So for that, we here create a one button. Suppose we create a button and send. Okay. Open close bracket. Click on that on send. Okay. Here our node just create first our structure. We can create on send method in your component file. Okay. Okay. Okay, one more extra is there. First, create a template reference variable. We can create the template reference variable on input tag. How we can create? For that, we use hash. After the hash, you can mention your template reference variable. If input name, for example, give the template reference variable name is input name. Input name is the template reference variable name, and hash indicates it is a template reference variable. Okay, so if you have to create any template reference variable in that fashion, you can create it. Template reference variable name should be a unique. Name should not be repeat. Okay, name should be a unique. Again, it is an alphanumeric template reference variable name. You can use it, but first should be a character. After that, you can use any digits or number. Okay? No any white space, no any special keyword is allowed. No any special symbol also allowed. Okay, so hash input name. Now that template reference variable, we can pass it that on send method directly. That template reference variable holds your HTML handle. Okay, or in short, we can mention that the template reference variable, the name implies reference variable. It creates the reference of that HTML element. Means it holds the object of that HTML elements. Simply. Okay. Now we can pass here input name as a parameter to this on send method. So we have to receive that parameter. You can make it as a my name, whatever. You can create the variable name, whatever you want. You can make it as a any, because we don't know that input name is a which format. The data is in string format, whether data is in Boolean format, we don't know, because input name is a reference of that HTML element. Reference means it holds the handle of that element, and that basically a JSON object. It is a JSON object. So make it any. Don't create a string or Boolean specific data type. Make it as any, and we can console.log and check that my name, what exactly my name has. Okay, just print out console.log and then we'll check here. Okay, I just want to use, okay, I'm just commenting these things. Okay, now focusing only this component, so this element, not a component. Okay, input name and send. Okay, initially I just directly click on send button. Okay, just I have to check that we can make it as the apply template reference variable and what exactly the template reference variable has. So directly I'm using just click on the send button. When we click on send button, it will give a handle of that HTML element, and that handle holds the full HTML element information, which attribute you are using, what is the data of that. Again, you can access its HTML behavior. If you want to change the style, if you want to access the data, you can access. Okay, how you can access? Let me see here. But it gets a full reference of that HTML element. For that we call it as a template reference variable. Okay. Now, if you want to access a data of that input element, so can we access? Yes, you can access. How we can access that? Just here mention console. I just print out console.log and we can use my name dot value, because my name is a JSON object. Dot value, it is a value is a DOM property basically. Okay, DOM property means your attribute name. You can for your understanding you can mention that that is a attribute name, but technically it is called a DOM property. Value is a your DOM property. So my name dot value, you can access the data of that input box. Okay, so check it what exactly it is, give the output. For example, I can just mention your good name, Sumita Raukande. Okay, while we click on that button, you will get access Sumita Raukande. Means whatever the end user return a data in your input box, whatever the type that data, we can access in your component file. And after that, you can process. If you want to process that data, you can process it, perform your logic and process the data. And furthermore, you can perform that your action. Okay. Got the everything? Everybody's got these things?
Yes, Sumit.
Yes, Sumit.
Yes, Sumit.
Okay. Okay. This is one more approach. In onSend, I send full handle or full object of that HTML element. If you send full object or full handle of that HTML element to this onSend method, then you can also manipulate its behavior as well. What is meant by manipulate the behavior? Means if you want to change the background of that HTML element, you can set a color of that HTML element, you can set it. Okay, with the help of that template reference variable. How you can set? Check it here. My name, this is your input template reference variable name. It has a handle of that HTML element. You can make it as a dot operator and mention your style is an attribute. Basically, it is called a DOM property. Style is a DOM property. but we in HTML we call it as a style as an attribute. Then style, on that we can use a dot and set your CSS property. For example, I'm set a background and just mention the background is green. Sorry, double E, green. Okay. Also, I want to change the text color. So you can change it. My name dot again use style dot. You can set a CSS property is a color and mention it color that is a white. Okay. So my name dot style dot color white. Cross check it whether it is working or not properly. Just I can mention here Sumit Ravkhande. When we click on send button, see here, we can access the data as well as we can change the behavior or you can change the manipulate. It's your element background. You can also change the text color as well with the help of template reference variable. Okay, but what this is possible only when we send a input name. Full JSON object I have to send to this on send method. Then and then only you can access that my name dot value, my name dot style, then that background, my name dot style. Okay, only possible with the help of that when we send full JSON object of that HTML element. Okay, this is one more approach I just show you. Another approach is if you want to access only data, I don't want to access its behavior and I don't want to access its full JSON object of that HTML element. That also possible. Okay, how we can it just we can create one more HTML element here. Use input. Okay, type placeholder. Enter the name. Just make it as an initial. Okay, we create a button as well here. The button on button we can use send. Okay, use a event binding that is a click on send open close bracket. Okay, on send one because already on send name method is present, so make it the different method name on send one. Now create here one more template reference variable hash input name one because already input name the template reference variable is present in that file. Okay, so I make it unique name input name one. Use alphanumeric name. Now on send method, I want to pass only value. I don't send any JSON object for this on send method. So you can just mention that input name dot value. So it only send a value. It not be sent full handle of that HTML element. Let's check it here on send open close bracket. Mention here my name here. Okay, in that is type of string because whenever you send the data from view to component, that it is in the string format. Whatever data is there, it is always in the string format. So I mentioned it here, my name colon string. If you want to use any, you can use it any as well. Okay, but for the recommendation, if input name dot value you are sending the data that is in the string format, so make it as appropriate data type here string. If you want to make any, you can. Okay, there is no any hard and fast rule. Always make it as a string. Now here, just mention the console.log or just display that data, whatever the data is. Okay, so just I can display that my name. My name. Okay, just cross check it. Now enter here. Sumit. Okay, just mention here Angular. Not always mention my name. So not be good. Angular 12. And when we make it, when click on the send button, you will get only data. That is Angular 12. If you change the data, for example, I use the Angular, only Angular, and click on, you will get that updated data. When we click on that, you will get the updated data as well. Okay. But here only you get the value. You not be get access of full HTML element. Clear this thing?